Hi, welcome to Mini Talks. The festive season of Christmas is around the corner. So I'm going to talk about something connected to Christmas today. It's nothing but about the rich plum cake, the most widely used Christmas cake. Why did I say the most widely used Christmas cake? Is it not the same everywhere? What is plum cake? How did the Christmas cake originate? Well, I'll share some information. The Christmas cake is an English tradition that began as a plum porridge. Fasting used to be observed during the weeks prior to Christmas. And on Christmas Eve, that is, the evening before Christmas, people used to eat this porridge so as to line their stomach after a day's fasting. This porridge is said to have been made with oats, spices, honey, dry fruits, and sometimes even meat. In the 16th century, the oatmeal was removed from the original recipe and butter, flour, and sugar were added. It was then tied in a muslin cloth and cooked in a pot of boiling water for many hours. What came out is a thick, dense fudge, referred to as cannonball. In the richer families who had ovens, made the cake in a different way. They had baked instead of boiling. Every family had a different recipe depending upon the preference of the lady of the house. So this became the plum cake, which later on became the dessert for Christmas and hence named the Christmas plum cake. Why is it called the plum cake? Not a single plum goes into the Christmas cake. Then why this name? It is believed that the raisins or blackcurrants were also referred to as plums in England. And the recipe of Christmas cake was abundant in raisins and hence the name. Yet others believed that dried plums or prunes were the main ingredient of the plum porridge and was gradually replaced by more exotic dry fruits. Whatever be the case, the name stayed. Christmas cakes are of many different types. I shall mention a few now. Dundee cake is one such type. The popular story is that the Queen of Scots did not like to have glazed cherry in her cakes. So a special cake was made for her, a fruit cake with blanched almonds. The top of the cake was decorated with concentric circles of almonds. And this cake is called the Dundee cake. And this became the Christmas cake for Scotland. There are other varieties like mincemeat cake, apple crumb cake, and so on. Yet another popular one is Yule log cake. What is that? Yule log is another traditional Christmas cake, especially used in France, Belgium, Switzerland, and former French colonies like Canada, Vietnam, and Lebanon. Yule log cake is a French Christmas tradition that dates back to the 19th century. The Yule log was originally an entire tree which was carefully chosen and brought inside the house with a great ceremony. The largest part of the log was placed on the fire hearth with the rest of the tree stuck into the house. The log was lit using the remains of the previous year's log, which was carefully kept. It was considered to be so important that this relighting process was done by someone with clean hands. The burning of the Yule log symbolizes the new year to come and would bring good luck to the family. While no one was positive as to how the Yule log turned into a cake, but everyone would agree that it's a delicious tradition that we would never want to stop. But nowadays, we can't imagine burning a tree inside a house. Not all Christmas cake across the world are fruit cakes, but most of them are variations of the classic fruit cake. But one thing is common, none of them had a plum. The stirring ceremony, or what we know today as the fruit mixing ceremony, is also a part of age-old Christmas tradition. The traditional ceremony where the ingredients are mixed for soaking in alcohol is called Mix It Up ceremony. This tradition began in Britain during the 17th century and was usually celebrated during the first Sunday of November. It was only after 1930 that the cake mixing ceremony began in the hotels and bakeries of Kerala. Though the British had shared their delicious recipe of the cake, it was exclusively reserved. The cake mixing ceremony was exclusively reserved for the whites and aristocrats. It has only been a few years since the luxury hotels began the cake mixing ceremony to celebrate the warmth and love of Christmas. Nowadays, it has turned out to be an indispensable event in most of the hotels. Have you heard the word feeding? Feeding of the cake? What is that? It is a process which is done after baking the cake. Nothing but drizzling the alcohol in small quantity over the baked cake, and it would be kept upside down. This keeps the cake moist and it acts as a preservative too. I would be baking few cakes this year exclusively for my dear and near ones, my friends who are really keen to have my cakes for the Christmas. So I would be showing you the ingredients which I had kept ready for stirring, and I would do the mixing up right away. I am ready with my ingredients for stirring. I follow the traditional recipe. I have raisins, blackcurrants, cranberries, this is the fig, sultanas, apricot, cashew nuts, dates, kiwis, glazed cherry with the Queen of Scots didn't want in her cakes, and candied orange peel. So these are the dry fruits which I am using. And I will be pouring alcohol. I am using rum, whiskey, brandy, some wine and liqueur too. See, if you like to use citrus flavor, then you might use Cointreau. I am here using Kahlua. So everybody's choice. As I told earlier, the choice of the lady of the house. So I'll start pouring the liquor. So this is the most exciting part, pouring away the liquor, the alcohol on the dry fruits. And the next, and the next, and so on with all these bottles. I would be now mixing it and then transfer these ingredients to the glass jars which are kept ready, and that would be tightly closed and transferred to a cool, dry place. The ingredients would be stirred in between every alternate days until I start the baking. I am planning to do the baking during the first week of December. So until then, these dry ingredients would be stirred using this wooden rod every alternate days and would be kept safely. I hope it was an interesting session. I will be back soon. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Goodbye. Thank you for watching Mini Talks.